Get to the bag, I've been away for a week. Yeah, hit it and laugh. I'm gonna be good if you leave.
Dwayne Gambino, come to the next reaction video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button. If you leave a thumbs up. Now look, guys, I thought about bringing content that we could all come together as a family and start watching together. I think it's important to me that we all, as a family, come together and watch content. I do not only want to bring content to the channel that particular people are watching. I do want to make sure everybody can once come together and just be one big happy family. So if you guys could start dropping suggestions of cool videos, Instagram comms, weird things that happen in the world, cool, interesting things that happen in the world, funny things, just drop it in the comment section. And let's go crazy to them. Let's go crazy to them. So now we got 10 secret messages hidden in cartoon shows. I assume all of us watched cartoons before. I've watched our cartoons before. But as a little kid, so they don't catch on to the little things. So now that I'm a grown ass, man, let's see what's going in. See what the shit I didn't catch before.
Finn, you're like an ant to him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah? Well, this ant's about to get in his pants. What? Well, you know.
Make sure to leave a like and don't.
What? Come on, you guys didn't catch that.
Get to subscribe to Spacebound for more top 10 videos every day. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Leave a friendly comment and I'll make sure to reply to every single one of you. Secrets. We've had them all and just like to hide them. It's just a matter of finding them out.
Here's your footlong, sir.
Thanks. 12 inches of deep.
Yeah.
And maybe you would want.
What? That was in SpongeBob? That's crazy!
In your favorite cartoon series, you may have come across a hidden message, a joke, or maybe even a wild prediction.
Oh! I remember watching this in The Simpsons. How many of you watched The Simpsons episode when Trump was actually president? He actually is president now. That's crazy! That's crazy!
Sometimes there can be hidden meaning behind them, or while other times the producers, writers, and animators just like to get out a good laugh.
Get it? Snow job?
Oh, Morty, what are you doing to me?
I'm just doing my best. Morty, what are you doing to me?
Hi, and welcome to another Spacebound video, where today we'll be going through 10 secret hidden messages in animated cartoon shows.
Let's get into it. That's crazy.
Number 10. 9/11 prediction? Beginning our list is a questionable scene from the popular children's show Johnny Bravo.
Oh, I used to love this show.
I'm supposed to read the subtitles out loud in funny voices while making hand shadows on the screen.
Well, excuse me, but that movie really bit.
After being kicked out of the movie theater, Johnny and his neighbor end up in a little fight, but that's not what we're focusing on today. Instead, our message is hidden discreetly in the background of this fight as the movie poster of a tall burning tower into an inferno which mildly resembles the 9/11 incident. It's of course a wild accusation to say that this was purposefully put into the show as some sort of form of foreshadowing, but perhaps a prediction or even a warning. But it's easy to think that, considering that the episode was aired 5 months before the attacks occurred and the poster also said coming soon.
That is effed up. That's fucked up. That's people's lives. That has my body shaking. Yo, RIP, a moment of silence to the ones that passed in that crash, and RIP, it's prayers go out to the families that were affected. That's crazy.
Well, it's either that or anything else, but the idea of it relating to the whole incident is pretty conspicuous, to be honest.
Damn, that has me shaking.
Number 9. Frink rules.
Like something out of that Twilighty show about that zone.
Thanks, Marge. Ugh. I'm baking like a meatloaf under this wet wall.
Coming in from the 6th installment of the very popular Treehouse of Horror series within The Simpsons, its cleverly hidden Easter egg is really for the curious viewers who have a lot of free time. In the 3rd sequence of the episode titled Homer 3, we find Homer in a Tron-like location after being hidden from his wife and annoying 2 sisters, Patty and Selma. After removing the bookcase, he discovers the new dimension where everything is now 3D. It's an area filled with a lot of random items, such as, when we put things together, making up for a couple other Easter eggs. The one we focused on, however, is the sequence of hexadecimal numbers, which Homer is seen walking past. Fans of the show, of course, found this interesting, and when decoded from ASCII, translate to Frink rules. Now, in case you're wondering, this is a reference to one of The Simpsons' secondary characters, Professor Frink. Number 8. Secret Cult.
Hello, Brother Roger.
Gang moves.
Come right in, Brother Squidward. Thank you.
Nickelodeon could have at least made this one more discreet, but next on our list is the story behind the Cephalopod Lodge, episode from SpongeBob SquarePants. During this episode, we follow two annoyingly lovable characters, SpongeBob and Patrick, as they try to find out what Squidward's secret Wednesday secret is. To most, it's all too clear that the Cephalopod Lodge is really Bikini Bottom's version of the Illuminati, as the similarities are all too clear. Though we can't say for sure that the members of the unknown Illuminati would wear robes and hats, but the idea of all-seeing eye plastered everywhere is evidence enough. As well as the cephalopod's meeting place is shaped as a pyramid with a large eye symbol on top, so it's pretty evident. Number 7. Don't touch yourself.
What? Is it my breath?
Next is a scene from the episode Eeny Meeny Miny Ed of Ed, Edd and Eddy, when we get a slight glimpse of what Ed is doing during me time in his bathroom.
Does he bite?
While Ed is brushing his teeth, Ed and Eddy burst into the bathroom, where we then see notes plastered all over the room with instructions on what to do when using the bathroom, written on them, of course. What we see is, of course, instructions of Ed to flush the toilet, and after he's finished using it, we also see a note of which tells Ed what not to do. Discreetly placed in the bathroom, you'll be able to read a note that says "Don't touch yourself," implying that Ed enjoys doing some woodwork, if you know what I mean. Not the most appropriate prompt to include in a children's cartoon show, but nonetheless, pretty funny. Number 6. Oh no, my gumballs. If you're familiar with this cartoon, which has become popular with both kids and adults, then you may know that the official TV PG rating should really be 17+ because of the never-ending amount of sex jokes flushed into this hilarious show.
You know who else is gonna have to get supervised?
Oh, this show did. If you guys know Tyler, the creator, and Odd Future, they did an episode with these guys. I remember watching it.
Again for not doing it right. My mom!
Seriously, you could be flipping through channels with one ear open and the other ear closed, and anything from the show will immediately come out as pretty much sexual. One moment in particular comes from the episode Just Set Up the Chairs, where our raccoon friend Rigby definitely could have chosen his words more wisely. Just watch it.
Just set up the chairs.
Benson's gonna drop his balls when he sees how good we set up these chairs. He's gonna be all like,
Oh no, my gumballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't think Benson's going to say that after that disaster. That's not good. Number 5. Bill Cipher. One of the most critically acclaimed cartoons of 2010s, Gravity Falls makes our number 5 spot because of the influence of one of its main antagonists, Bill Cipher. Being one of the main villains throughout the season 1 and 2, Bill would constantly wreak havoc of the people of Gravity Falls, Oregon, first in the dream realm until finally being brought into the real world, so his character design only really seems fitting. Depicted in the show as a magical speaking triangle with one eye, Bill holds an undeniable resemblance to the Illuminati symbol, the Eye of Providence. And along with his catchphrase, "I'll be watching you," the signs are almost as clear as day. What do you think? You be the judge. Let us know in the comments below. Number 4. Adultery. Our next pick comes from the television show Courage the Cowardly Dog, which for the most part was a show not for the faint of heart. Now, as the series is carried on through what Courage sees, the true premise of this episode is vague, but
I have a dog! Oh, how'd you do a dog like that? Never took that in. I love puppies now. Oh, come on.
Very real. As shown in The Mask, the episode shows the story of Kitty, who's been forced to run away.
My name is Kitty, and I've come from the wrong side of the tracks. My closest friend, Bunny.
Yes?
Fell in love with a gangster.
Oh my!
He treats her like she's his slave.
My kind of guy.
He's a love-down, dirty dog. Gracious me! When he found out I was trying to get Bunny to run away, he threatened my life.
She explains how her now closet friend Bunny fell in love with a gangster who treats her like a slave, and now they came from the wrong side of the tracks. But soon later they reunite thanks to Courage. But in short, we get to experience the idea of lesbianism and prostitution through Courage's eyes.
Oh yeah, that's true. She's loving the girls.
Oh, yeah, Bunny.
I remember watching this episode. Never thought about this.
Come on, Bunny. Don't I make you happy no more? Or maybe you're still thinking about Kitty. I told you to forget her.
This made it appropriate to be aired, as Courage didn't understand what was happening, and there was no direct depiction of either subject actually happening. Number 3,
crazy.
Futurama's secret language.
The things that they put in cartoon shows for little kids to watch, you guys gotta watch out for your kids what they're watching. Some secret shit in here.
And this is my universal translator.
Oh, this is a good show.
Unfortunately, so far it only translates into an incomprehensible dead language.
Hello.
Bonjour. Crazy gibberish.
The creators of Futurama are more intelligent than you might think, as the alien writing you see from time to time and throughout the series isn't mumbo-jumbo, but an encrypted language developed by the writers. A few examples of these are from a billboard behind Bender which reads "Tasty Human Burgers," and a note Leela is reading which says "Need extra cash? Melt down your unwanted humans. We pay top dollars." What might be even more interesting is how, according to creators, viewers weren't supposed to find out what the language actually meant, so they ended up creating a second language. Man, fans of Futurama really dedicated. Number 2, Tier 15. Respectably named one of the greatest cartoon series of all time with over 3 million concurrent viewers every single episode, it really only seemed fitting to have an Adventure Time placed as number 2. Particularly, we see Jake this time give Finn a discreet lesson on dating and 15 different tiers.
Make it to Tier 5, where she'll let you discover all 15 feet of her long, beautiful stomach. And after a while, you'll make it to Tier 8, where you touch her horn for the very first time. Very special.
What about Tier 15?
Stay away from that!
It only gets more and more graphic as Jake moves up the tiers, but it's not until Finn asks Tier 15 that Jake gives him a straight warning about avoiding it at all costs. And finally, number 1, A113. Because this list specifically is for cartoon shows, we'll be pointing out this number 1 spot for The Simpsons. However, if you have a keen eye, you may notice a reoccurring sequence of numbers which pop up in literally every Pixar ever, but have also been found in shows such as Family Guy and also The Simpsons.
Wow.
Let me go. I have a swim lesson with a gorgeous lifeguard.
What gender?
You're not allowed to ask.
Particularly from The Simpsons, we notice it in relation to situations with law enforcement such as Officer Clancy Wiggum's squad car, Bart Simpson's mugshot, and Krusty the Clown's jacket number. But why this? Well, it's actually just the classroom number for the first year graphic design and character animation class at the California Institution of Arts, where many of Disney and Pixar's animators first started out. So hint hint, if you want to know where to start a career, there you go. But that's a pretty nice tribute from them. I like that they did that. And with all that being said and done, that concludes 10 secret messages hidden in cartoon shows. If you've enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Alright, shout out to, what is it, Space Bond for chopping this up for us. Hey y'all, like I said, if y'all have any other crazy things from your favorite YouTubers, any cool video you guys know about, make sure to drop it in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, hit the sub button. I want to make sure we all come together as a family. Just go crazy, just go crazy. So alright, till next time, deuces.
You can't get like him, can't use just like them. You can't move like him, you can't do like him. You ain't work cool them.